I was asked by Natalie McGrath, who's the playwright, some time ago, more than 2 years ago, she told me that she was working on something, wanted to write a play. And we talked about it, and we decided that there was a really big project here that was bigger than just a play. Lots of things that we wanted to do to celebrate the pilgrimage and to commemorate the incredible achievement of the women, and also to do a play. And Natalie knew that I was a director, and so she asked me if I would be interested in directing it. So we both became joint project directors of Dreadnought South West, the whole project, and I became the director of Oxygen, which is the name of the play that's at the heart of the project.
And how are rehearsals going?
The rehearsals are going really well. It's day 3. We've got an extraordinary and incredible cast of 5 women. The whole Oxygen production team is woman-led, and that was also a point. We wanted it to be, and we set that out in our bid to Arts Council because it happens so rarely that women are at the forefront of and leading and producing. Only 17% of plays written by women in this country are actually produced today. 100 years ago, there were many more plays produced that were written by women. So we wanted to say, okay, let's do in a way our own kind of pilgrimage to celebrate the women. So we've got lots of male supporters and lots of help from them, but this is a women-led production, just to show how much extraordinary talent and creativity there is in the West Country. We've got our musical director is from Cornwall, that's Claire Inglehart. Our designer, Sophia Clist, lives in Tavistock. So a lot of the people involved are from the West Country. So it has a kind of regional reach, but also a national reach, because we do end up in London, as the pilgrimage did.
And in your research for the play and in the research for the direction of the play, what kind of things have you found out about what happens on the original pilgrimage? Yeah,
we've been researching it, as I say, for a couple of years now, and been helped by people like Julia Neville, giving us facts. There are a lot of facts, and actually conflicting facts. We've also looked at a lot of the newspapers of the time, and the 2 different newspapers that were put out by women. So the suffragists, the march is the walk, the pilgrimage is a suffragist pilgrimage. That's the law-abiding, non-militant suffragists. And they had a newspaper that was called The Common Cause, and that told we could read in The Common Cause at Colindale, the British Library's newspaper archives. We could read what was happening every week in the lead up to the pilgrimage, and also in Votes for Women, which was the suffragette newspaper. And we could read different angles on the same thing. So this play has an epic form, and that is that it's got over 20 episodes, or like scenes, and they're complete in themselves, but they also are part of the whole narrative. So we're going to do some episodes out on the streets in different places, in different towns. And so you might see an episode, and it's complete in itself, so you'll get something, but it's not the whole play. And that is very particular because we want the play to echo in some ways the sense of journeying. It was hundreds of miles these women walked, and it took them 6 weeks. And some of them had never been out of Cornwall, the ones who started, or out of Devon. So 7 women walked all the way. One of those women was in her 60s. There's a sense that we wanted to really commemorate that and celebrate it and say how amazing, and who today would give up 6 weeks of their lives for a cause like that? Would I? I ask myself, would I do that? So there's an extraordinary achievement that they made. And we're also wanting to bring this to, apart from celebrating it, we want to bring an awareness of the fact that they did so much to get the vote. And now we have the vote, and more often than not we find that women are not using it for all kinds of reasons, and everybody has their own reason for that. But I think we want to bring it back out of history and just say, don't forget what happened and why they thought it was important, and we've kind of forgotten that. Let's remind ourselves of it. And the play, of course, is also quite humorous in parts, and it's going to be fab. You know, this is also a piece of artwork. This is a piece of theatre. It's not, not a documentary, and we're not doing a documentary play. This is actually about about personal and political journeys, and some of them are imagined, as well as there being some things that are factually correct. One of the things that we're very interested in is the choices between being a militant and being a non-militant. So the law-abiding suffragists who were on the pilgrimage and the militant, not law-abiding suffragettes who were kicking up a storm in the UK at the time. There was a lot of tension in the country. So the context for the world of the play is very important to us, this fight, if you like, and tension between women who all wanted the vote, but they chose different ways of trying to get it.